bad 'em up, bad 'em up, bad 'em up once. If you wanna come and take man for a dunce, I've been on the grind for 100 months and I ain't stopped doing music not once.
In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the power of leverage. Now, in my eyes, leverage is basically obtaining knowledge or a skill set or information that others don't have to gain from. Now, the definition of leverage on Google is the ability to influence situations or people so that you can control what happens. Now, this relatively aligns with what I believe leverage is. The way that I've used leverage is extremely important to the way that I've been successful. So for me, the ability to trade is one that not many people have at all. 90% of traders quit within their first year. Even getting through the first, second, third, fourth year, you're already ahead of so many other people because they quit. Even that is in itself, the skill set, the determination, the discipline, all of those skill sets that come with it are leverage on those other people and leverage that you can use on the charts. A very well-known believer in leverage is Mr. Alex Hormozi. He's made countless points surrounding leverage about how it runs certain businesses, how he uses it to leverage more opportunities for himself. So for example, I think at one point he was spending tens of thousands a month, what does it sound like, 40, 80K a month? 80K a month on personal brand. There's not many people who can spend 80 grand a month pumping out high quality videos in the pure volume that he was. This has meant he has a huge platform, and the way that he operates is he brings as much knowledge as possible in this free content to build a genuine following of people who understand him as a person.
In a bit, mate.
That was potentially one of the things we've ever seen.
Look in the mirror, mate. Sorry. Bye. I've been getting some complaints recently that dairy milk multiplications haven't been enough of the videos. So we're back up here for our 69p. I say we, I don't have my wallet with me. Scammy! I thought I'd make a quick announcement about Woke as well. So Woke's obviously where I teach, I need to pick it first. I teach trading. Now, we're getting a lot of people join, and because it's a mentorship, it becomes very hard to onboard loads and loads of people. So at some point, I think we're going to cut off people joining. So if you are looking to join, now is the absolute best time because otherwise I don't know when we're going to reopen it. I don't know when we're going to close it either, but it will probably be fairly soon as the numbers keep increasing. Just to make sure everyone's getting enough attention and it's not like too spread out. If you know, say if I have like 500 people join and I meant to individually mentor every single one, that's not going to work. So yeah, I've got to kind of be careful with how many people I can take on. So bit of an update with that. If you are looking to start, now is the absolute best time. Links in the bio. Okay.
So not only has Hormozi leveraged, one, his capital, two, his knowledge, but also his personality. This has then enabled him to leverage all of that for more opportunities. So for example, he's now a massive ambassador for the huge brand called School, which is like an educational, is it like a CRM?
It's like a platform to build a paid community on.
Okay, so it's a platform to build a paid community on, or like have a community around on that platform. And it's clearly something that he genuinely believes in, but he wouldn't have got that opportunity unless he built such a big brand through that leverage we mentioned. Now, I've done the same, like I mentioned, with trading, specifically through prop firm accounts, because so many people fail these challenges and don't have the right strategy to get through them and make consistent money when on the charts. So I've leveraged my skill set to get free capital, to make free payouts, to fund my personal account, to fund more challenges. As a 21-year-old, there's not many skill sets that you can gain where you get access to that much capital. And so I've taken full advantage of it. Like I mentioned before, spending the amount of time I have on the charts at a relatively young age means I am a lot more knowledgeable than the majority of people my age trading. I mean, the majority of people my age haven't even looked into trading. So I can provide a ton of free content and valuable content as I've gone through the whole process where most people haven't. And that's leverage in itself. Similar to Hormozi, that means that I can build up a genuine following of people who are interested in my content and generally get value out of it. And it's also meant that I was able to network with similar type people within Woke. Because realistically, there's not many people my age or younger or even older as well that have the true mindset of a trader, the true mindset of an entrepreneur, and are willing to actually make it happen. So for me, when I went full-time with trading, it was great because I had a really good skill set that I could make loads of money from. But at the same time, I went full trading when I was very young. So realistically, all my friends are either at uni or they're full-time in a job and there's literally no one to talk to. So for me, I leveraged my skill set, built a community of people like-minded, willing to give this a proper go, and that's how we built up Woke to the place that it's at now. And some people from there are doing the exact same thing that I have. So if you're watching this video, you clearly want to be able to obtain some leverage. In order to do that, you need to be seriously invested into something. Initially, it should be knowledge or a skill set, for sure. Because the chances are, if you're watching this, you don't have a ton of capital to burn through and build a personal brand or invest into a massive trading account or invest into property. That's normally what the situation is. At least that was what it was like for me. But instead, what I did was I spent all my time focusing on gaining the information, the knowledge, the skill set, which others aren't going to have because they aren't ready to commit to that. So I used that leverage to get ahead of almost everyone else my age, especially from around here, and continuously profit and gain from that skill set. And one of the biggest skill sets or traits of a trader is being as self-reflective as possible and constantly looking for improvement within themselves. So for me, I'm always improving my trading. I'm always going through my trades, breaking them down, having a go at myself. You probably saw in one of the videos recently I was doing that. But I'm also trying to improve in other areas as well. For example, you've probably seen the personal brand. I see that as a really good investment. As it builds up my opportunity moving down the line, I can look into other endeavors and learn how to create other businesses. For example, I have people around me who are extremely good at creating content. One of them sat behind the camera today. And being around people like that all the time only improved my skill sets. I have friends in this office downstairs who run a very successful podcast. They've grown a YouTube channel up to 100,000 subscribers. For me, just understanding how they operate is constant leverage that other people aren't able to obtain. Now, it's obviously not all about growing personal brand, trading. There's other things you can use this for. For example, if you're drop shipping, finding the best product gives you leverage. Having the best marketing gives you leverage, because it means that the whole process is easier to make successful, because that differentiates you from your competitors and gives you leverage on them to perform better, be more efficient, and be more profitable. Same thing can apply to a sales manager. You might have a salesman who's extremely good at talking, and they might need to take one call for another person's 10, and they'll get the same results. However, as a manager, his job or their job, his or her job, should be to basically train their team to the point where they're all at that level, and then they all don't have to take as many calls, and they're all acting as efficiently as possible, and they've used their leverage to actually teach the others around them. This makes the business operate more efficiently and the whole sales process easier and better. My point I'm trying to get at is that if you can obtain leverage in every part of your life and constantly think in this way, then you'll be constantly improving as a person and as an entrepreneur, trader, or whatever endeavor you're trying to do. Same way basketball players take leverage on their height, for example. The fact that they're going into basketball. If you've got an opportunity, you should be learning as much as possible from it and gaining the skill set, gaining all the knowledge you can do and leveraging it. That's the process almost every business use, and that's the process majority of almost all successful people use. Even if you think about like a software, for example, they've used the skill set of very high level developers, their idea, created it, and then sold it, providing a lot of value because it's something that you can't access otherwise. But they've used their connections, their team, their idea as leverage to create a working business. Now, again, you can apply this into trading, business, whatever you want, general life, even in the gym. If you've got some secret sauce or a perfect routine for you, you're very disciplined with it, again, you're going to get better results than someone who has a very half-hearted routine who's not trading properly. Because you have the knowledge there. Your leverage is your knowledge. Therefore, you're trading more effectively and seeing better results as an outcome. For trading, for example, if you're looking to learn it properly, you should leverage a good community, a good education system, a good actual place to learn, to then get ahead of all the other people starting at the same time as you. Because I guarantee you, the majority of people will have the wrong mindset, go into signals or auto passing for bots, and not actually learn the skill set and invest in actually getting that leverage in the first place. So yeah, that was just a very long talk around leverage and how you can use it. It's a bit of a different video, not all trading related. I just thought it'd be interesting to make a video on this and get your guys' thoughts. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Please like this video and subscribe. It means a lot as we're a fairly small channel at the minute. Hopefully that will change soon. Make sure to follow the socials as well on Instagram and TikTok too. Cheers guys.